Alright fam, welcome back to the channel. Today is November 21, 2021. It is approximately 10:08 Texas Standard Time, and we have been trading Ethereum for the last 3 days. And the dump that we had potentially foreseen and warned about has played out. The bear scenario has definitely played out, and it broke below several of our support levels, and I was forced to eject. Even though I didn't really want to, I was forced to eject and take the profits off the table and minimize my exposure to the market, because that is a smart thing to do. And I wanted to kind of go over and compare and reflect on trading versus hodling or holding a coin or an asset over a short period of time versus a long period of time. The powerful thing about holding crypto long term is you're pretty much guaranteed to make profits. So if you bought the top of every Bitcoin cycle, for example, you would be in profits today. And I'm pretty confident that if you bought whatever top of this bull market, the next bull market, you will be in profits again. The problem with that is you will see your portfolio destroy itself, and you're going to have to look at that. And if you're fine with that, then that's one thing. But the other aspect of it is you could be generating so much more of the asset that you are desiring to hold. So that is why I split my portfolio 50-50. 50% is long-term holding and 50% I trade. Once I get over that 50% mark in my trading portfolio, I take that difference that I have gained and I move that over to my holding portfolio. So my holding portfolio consistently is growing and holding for the long term for that giant price increase of the next coming bull markets or bull runs. Meanwhile, I'm utilizing some of my asset to generate more of it. And so that is my overall strategy, and I wanted to go over it because I try to keep track of all my trades. And so this is a spreadsheet of my trades starting Friday. This is where I purchased 3 Ethereum for a price of $4,105. So I have 3 Ethereum in my inventory. Then the price shot up, went up to 4,300, and that's when I sold. I profited $390, and I had 1 in my inventory at that point. Then the next day, it dumped, and I purchased 2 Ethereum for a price of $3,990. So I have 3 in my inventory now. And then I sold 1 once the price reached 4,300, profited approximately $180. And you'll see these are not definite values because my average does change when I sell partial amounts and then I buy partial amounts. So this is just approximate, and I'm always very conservative. I always round down rather than up because I'd rather do that to make it a little bit more accurate and also just not inflate the price of my profits. And so we have 1 that I purchased here at 4,325. This is where I was trying to buy a breakout. Ended up selling at 4,420, and you're going to see the same price points for a lot of them, for a lot of these buys and sells, because I'm playing off of the levels that I see. And so I sold 1 at 4,420, and I pocketed approximately $270. And at this point, I have 1 in my inventory after having 3 previous to the trade. And then I purchased 1 for 4,325. Again, I'm chasing a breakout. I have 2 in my inventory, and then I sell 1 at 4,420. I pocket approximately $180, and I have 1 in my inventory. Then I purchase another 1 Ethereum at price of $4,330, and I have 2 in my inventory at this point. And at around this area is where we're reaching the top and the peak of that ascending triangle, ascending wedge. it started out as an ascending triangle in my eyes, and then quickly it turned into the bearish scenario. And we see that I sold it at 4,420. I pocketed $100 approximately, and then I have one in my inventory. I purchased 0.5, so half an ETH at 4,360, chasing a breakout. So I got 1.5, and at this point, this is where I start feeling a little bit bearish, and I feel that the market, something's fishy, because I think around the previous trades, that's where we got that giant pump up, and it was just one candle with not much follow through volume, and that is a big red flag that the price is going to dump immediately after, because on a real breakout you will see follow through with the volume, and you'll see everyone jump in and try to push the price forward. But it just seemed like there was just a few parties involved in pushing the price up. There wasn't much retail or volume in general, and volume is a very key indicator for price swings. So I always take that into account. So around here, I'm starting to feel like something's wrong, and I start acting a little bit more defensively. So you can see right here, I sold for a loss. $25 is my first loss. I purchase again at 43.25. I'm trying to protect the price, and I'm buying to create support for the market, and that's just how I do it, because I'm inherently a bull. I want the price to go up, so I will buy at key levels. I won't sell these key levels until it falls below a certain level where my risk is too much and I'm forced to eject. So here I buy at 43.25, protecting the price. I've got two in my inventory. I sell one at a loss at 4,295, so I lost $35 approximately, and I've got one in my inventory. I purchase another one at 4,220. I'm trying to protect the price here again. This is a critical support level. I have two in my inventory, and then it breaks below the critical support, and I'm forced to eject and jump out of the airplane. And I sell one at 41.70, and then I sell another one at 41.65, with a combined total loss with these two orders at $90. So I'm fully ejected at this point. I have no exposure, because that was my full trading portfolio at that point, or at least in this account, because this is the main one that I was using for the weekend. And this one, so over the 3-day period, I did 18 trades. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I netted $970, thank God, and I have zero exposure now besides my holding portfolio. And right here, you can see I did a comparison. If you had bought at my original price level of $4,105, you wouldn't have any kind of profit or loss, because you haven't bought or you haven't sold. So you just have your three in your inventory. And at the current price at 4,165, which you can see it's hovering around 4,169 right now, you'd have $180 unrealized profit, and you'd be 100% exposed. So if this dropped to 4,000, all of a sudden your account's in the red. If it dropped below that, et cetera. I don't think it's going to go below 4,000, to be honest. If it does, then you're looking at like a $3,600 ETH, which no one wants. I definitely don't want that, because I'm bullish on Ethereum, especially long term. So I just wanted to compare that, and keep in mind that this would change. If you had a $30,000 Ethereum, then this would still be a good play long term, and you wouldn't have all the stress of this trading. But if you're willing to put your money where your mouth is, and really try to make that money so you can buy more for the long term, especially if you're a 9-to-5 working type of dude or gal, and you're trying to do this on the side and create a side hustle that will eventually return more than what you're bringing home or netting at your work. I prefer to trade and hodl at the same time, so I do both. I don't just hold forever, diamond hands. I have seen that just fall apart. I'm not saying in crypto, but definitely in the stock market. And then trading can be risky, especially if you trade with your emotions. So you really have to rely on your technicals, your gut your gut instinct is very important. And then also finding people that know more than you, and then trying to learn how they are successful. So definitely find people that are better at you. Don't compare yourself to people that are worse than you. You should always be trying to find people that are excelling in their field and then try to emulate them. So compare yourself to the best. Don't try to compare yourself with the norm. So that's my video for today. I hope it was helpful. I hope it allowed you to reflect on your short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals, because you should have a mix. You shouldn't just have one-sided or a single-faceted type of strategy. I think you should have kind of a broad, strong strategy that can kind of weather the storm, rather than either going all in on trading. And keep in mind, this is not leverage trading. I am not leverage trading. This is 100% my money that I'm using. I'm not using 2x or 3x. If you did do that, you could see that this would definitely be way more profitable. 2x, that's 2K right there. So God willing, you'll be able to take some of this stuff and utilize it to really improve your trading skills, or at least it'll give you some confidence or inspiration to continue. Because even though you see red a few times, if you make the right plays and you play your cards right and you really use your head, don't use your emotions, you could make some solid gains. So hope this was helpful. Be safe in your trading. Have a good one. Peace.